I'm your guide. The name of my company is Assurance, and we're a prudential financial company. We pride ourselves on our customer service and our A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Yes, thank you for patiently waiting. I have the agent on the line with us who will take great care of you. Her name, and you both have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Thanks so much for asking, and it's great that you're doing good as well. And I am a licensed health agent in the state of Florida. On a recorded line, are you looking for coverage for yourself or for family?
Just for me.
Together we have over 140 years helping customers, and we utilize our platform to help customers find affordable health insurance. Now, our success is measured in our ability to deliver value to our customers' needs. So I'm going to ask several medical health questions, Billy, and this will help to see how you would be eligible for coverage. Now, within the last 5 years, have you been diagnosed with or treated for issues such as insulin or medication-dependent diabetes?
No.
Cancer?
No.
Liver, kidney, blood?
All right. So what do you got?
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over just a couple pre-qualifying questions here. So within the last 5 years, and the next question. So these questions that I'm asking you, these are just pre-qualifying questions, and they're just yes or no questions. And the next question here, cancer.
Yeah, this is the second time you've asked me about cancer now, so no. I have nothing wrong with me. Nothing.
Okay, liver, kidney, blood, or heart issues, HIV or AIDS?
No.
Right, so you don't qualify for a special enrollment period at this time, but meaning that the open enrollment period is closed, so you don't have a life event for an ACA plan. However, outside of open enrollment year-round would be private affordable health coverage that would meet your health needs.
Okay, so how are surgeries covered?
80/20.
80/20.
So your maximum out-of-pocket is $2,000, which is the 20%.
Okay, so let's say I'm hospitalized, right? I've got to meet the deductible of $2,500, correct? Then I have an 80/20 co-insurance, which is another $2,000 out of pocket. So total out of pocket is $4,500, right?
Correct.
Once that's satisfied, then I have $1,000 a day worth of coverage in the hospital for the hospital.
Correct.
Okay. So if I'm in the hospital for 5 days, and let's just say that my out of pocket is met, then I have a total of $5,000 worth of coverage for those 5 days.
Right, so basically it's $1,000 per day. So you would first receive the network savings, which is up to 35 to 55% off your bill, and the plan provides you with $1,000 per day for hospitalization.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see how that is going to work. You know, it just doesn't. To me, that sounds like, I feel like you can reach $1,000 worth of bills in the hospital within the first couple hours of the day. You know, and so
that one's right. So that is with Plan 1. So if Plan 1 does not work for you, Plan 2 does provide a little more benefits.
All right, so tell me how much coverage does Plan 2 have in the hospital?
Yeah, so with Plan 2, right, so the difference between Plan 1 and Plan 2, so instead of 3 visits for Plan 2, it provides unlimited office visits of $25. And for you still have the 80/20 coverage. Out of pocket is still $2,000. covers up to $1 million. So the Choice Advantage plan will cover $4,000 per day for hospital stay, $4,000 per day of intensive care, $500 in emergency room per day, and $500 in ambulance benefit per trip. So that's the difference in benefit.
Okay. What's the difference in price?
Okay, so basically, so with plan one, okay, the price for plan one was $270.01, and for plan two, your monthly premium is only $348.02 monthly.
And does that include all the other additional stuff you said?
Yes, that is correct.
What if you take that off? Because I don't need that. I have critical illness. I have extra accident coverage. I don't even care about doctor visits. I'm just looking for good hospital coverage.
Okay. So yeah, so without those benefits, your monthly premium will be $279.56 for plan two.
So plan 2 is $279 a month, and that is same 2,500 deductible, 80/20. Once that's met, then I'm at 4,000 a day in the hospital.
Correct.
Okay. What if the bill exceeds the 4,000? Then I'm on the hook for that, over and above.
No, so you have $1 million of coverage.
Okay, so the fourth, I have $1 million in coverage, but the $4,000 a day, the $4,000 a day in coverage is every day I have a $4,000 benefit or whatever. It's being deducted. It's being deducted from the million, correct?
Yeah, so let me give you an example. Without insurance, okay, a regular hospital stay can cost you between $1,500 to $2,000. Okay? So with this particular plan, it provides you with $4,000 per day for hospital stay.
Right, I understand how it works. But I'm saying, because there's a chance that, the bills could exceed 4,000, right? So if the bills exceed 4,000 in a day, that's my responsibility to pay, correct?
It's just the $2,000 out of pocket maximum.
Okay, so do I meet that 2,000 out of pocket maximum up front, or am I meeting that 2,000 out of pocket maximum after the 4,000 a day? I'm confused.
So basically, the only portion that you have to meet first, if you're hospitalized, is the deductible of $2,500.
Okay, so I pay the deductible. Then my 4,000 a day starts, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And if you have to pay more over the $4,000, then that's where your 20% will come in, which is the $2,000 out of pocket.
Okay. So, because again, you know as well as I know, 5 days in the hospital could be $100,000, could be more. It's who knows. So, I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. I pay my 2,500 deductible. That's met, right? My 4,000 a day then starts, and anything over and above that 4,000, I'm paying 20% of until I meet another 2,000 out of pocket, right? And then let's say another 2,000 out of pocket to satisfy the co-insurance, right?
Right, okay.
And then after that, I'm still covered 4,000 a day, but if there's still out of pocket after that 4,000, I don't have to pay that, right? Because
Right, correct.
okay, so I'm
Your maximum out of pocket is $2,000.
okay, so again, I've been buying my own health insurance for a long time, so I'm very familiar with these types of policies. I think they're called indemnity plans, and but the way I've understood them in the past.
It's not an indemnity. It's not an indemnity. It's a short-term medical plan.
Oh, it's a short term. Okay, so this expires on top of it. So there's an expiration date on top of it.
The plan runs up to 3 years. Correct. So meaning you have to go underwrite in every 3 years just to make sure that your health is in good standing.
Okay, and then if my health is not in good standing, I can't renew it. Okay. What else do you have, Natalia? I'm not feeling this plan.
Actually the best plan that you're gonna get. Based off my expertise, I've been doing this for over 10 years. This is a great plan to have. I think you're kind of overthinking it a little bit, the plan, but it's providing you with excellent coverage.
Well, I think that once that 4,000 a day, I think that's the maximum amount of coverage that I get when I'm hospitalized, right? 4,000 a day. So once per day, but so right, but so if I
the plan covers you up to $1 million. I think you're forgetting that.
I do understand that.
$1 million in coverage.
I do understand that. I understand there's $1 million a year worth of coverage. But in order to get that $1 million in hospitalization coverage, I got to be in the hospital 250 days because there's a cap of 4,000 a day. So if I'm in the hospital for 5 days, I have $20,000 worth of coverage. Well, a 5-day stint in the hospital could be significantly more than 20,000. You know what I mean?
Right. So basically, remember, you're first receiving the network savings, which is up to 35 to 65% off your bill, and the plan provides you with $4,000 per day.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's enough. 4,000 a day, and then so what? Again, because if you're in the hospital.
So if $4,000 is not enough, what I can do is I can add an additional benefit rider to this plan that will cover you for more hospitalization as well.
Okay, so yeah, because what?
And if you're concerned.
Here's my concern. When you go to the hospital, you've got, the hospital has a bill, which sounds like maybe that 4,000 would take care of. But then, what about the surgeon's bill and the anesthesiologist bill and the doctor inpatient bill and the X-rays and the MRIs and all that other stuff that's going to happen in the hospital? What's the coverage for all that?
80/20.
80/20. Okay, so could you email me the details so I could take a deeper look into this plan? Because I'm just, again, I'm trying to understand it as best I can, and I think I need to read some literature on it. So could you go ahead? You've got my email address. Could you email me the details on the plan, please?
Sure, no problem.
And then, let me take a look at this. So you said this is the best plan that is out there. There's no other plan is this the only one that you represent, or is this is the one that you?
No, I represent other companies.
Okay, what other?
I can offer you coverage through United. Go, because I'm giving you my expertise, so I am the agent. So based off my expertise, I am telling you that the Choice Advantage plan is providing you with exceptional coverage.
Right, and with all due respect, other than a 10-minute phone call, I don't know you, so I would like to do some additional research.
So I'll send you over the information, and you just review it. And if you want to follow back up with me, I'll be able to more than further.
Let me ask you something. Here's where I'm at with this now. I'm looking through this plan here, and I got to go through it. It seems like with a fine-tooth comb. You told me that you're the expert and to trust what you're saying, but as we go through this, it looks like you're learning it as you go. So I don't like this plan. 5,000 in surgery is not going to cover it, especially for neurosurgery or cardiac, you know. So I appreciate it, but I don't think this is going to work.
No problem. Have a great day.
Wrapping up our most recent Lion-ass agent. This agent was pitching a short-term medical plan that had scheduled benefits. I even challenged her at some point during the conversation. I said, I'm really familiar with these plans. I think they're called indemnity plans. Oh, this isn't an indemnity plan. This is a short-term plan. Well, this agent actually did send us a brochure on it, and it's very much an indemnity plan. Indemnity plans are scheduled benefit plans, meaning they will pay so much for X. So just to read some of that. Temporomandibular joint disorder, $3,500 worth of coverage. $1,500 worth of coverage for kidney stones. $2,500 in coverage for an appendectomy. And on and on and on and go. Those are indemnity plans. She tried telling me that once you hit your deductible, once you hit your coinsurance, you're covered. That's your maximum out of pocket. Ignore all the benefit levels that are clearly listed in the brochure. And I asked her specifically, what is the surgery coverage? And she tells me it's 80-20. 80-20 is the surgery coverage. Well, there's a $5,000 coverage limit here for a surgeon's fee. $5,000, okay? A neurosurgeon charges more than $5,000. A cardiologist is going to charge more than $5,000, okay, for surgery. So, she tried telling me, at one point I asked, is this the best deal you have? Do you represent other carriers? Oh, you got to listen to me. I'm the expert. This is the deal, right? This is the best deal you're going to find. So at the end, I kindly told her, which probably was me using my better judgment for a change, right? Oddly refreshing. So I said, listen, I don't think this is going to work out. You don't seem to understand this policy. As I'm reading through it and asking you questions, I feel like I'm teaching you class. But she clearly, after 10 years of experience in this business, so she claimed, doesn't have a clue what she's talking about. So just another example of one of the biggest problems in our industry, and another lion-ass agent out there peddling a product, making it sound like the best thing since sliced bread, and obviously has absolutely no idea how the product works and what the true coverages are. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll keep them coming.
Join our team, be aware, we will navigate your cares at
Benefits Management Team.